Your Majesties, distinguished members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to welcome their Majesties, King Willem Alexander and Queen Maxima of Netherlands to Kenya for this historic state visit, their first ever, and thank them most heartily for accepting my invitation. Kenya deeply values its strong and enduring partnership with the Netherlands, one of our most significant trading partners in Europe, a steadfast development ally, and a key collaborator in our economic transformation. The Netherlands' global leadership in sustainable agriculture, water management, and renewable energies align seamlessly with Kenya's Vision 2030. This visit provides an invaluable opportunity to strengthen existing collaborations, explore new frontiers, and accelerate mutual investment for shared prosperity. Our nations share a strategic partnership dating back to 1964. Over the decades, this relationship has evolved, driven by mutual respect, common aspirations, and a shared vision for a greener, more sustainable, and prosperous future. We held discussions to deepen cooperation in agriculture, trade, tourism, climate action, and regional security. We have agreed to enhance people-to-people connections, focusing on education, tourism, and women's empowerment, while aligning our collaboration with global sustainable development goals and Kenya's national priorities. As part of our commitment to deepening this cooperation, we have today signed 3 critical memoranda of understanding and a letter of intent that will translate our discussions into tangible action. We have signed an MOU that establishes a framework for dialogue on trade and investment between Kenya and the Netherlands, creating a joint trade committee to facilitate and foster bilateral trade and investment. This will ensure a more structured, dynamic engagement between our business communities, unlocking new opportunities in key sectors and leveraging on the partnership and the friendship that already exists between the business communities of our 2 countries. We have also signed an MOU renewing our framework for cooperation in agriculture, reinforcing the partnership between Kenya and the Netherlands in agricultural productivity and sustainability. This agreement focuses on priority areas that will enhance food security, technological exchange, and market access. We're building on the already existing framework that was signed last year between Kenya and the EU, and that was ratified both by the EU and the Kenya Parliament. And I have explained to their Majesties that it is our intention as Kenya to bring on board the rest of the East African communities as we'll build a bigger market and bring on board more people. Additionally, we have signed an MOU to strengthen collaboration in tourism sector, aiming to increase the number of Dutch tourists visiting Kenya and enhance Dutch investments in our tourism industry, an area with immense potential for job creation and economic growth. His Majesty mentioned to me that maybe it is time also for Kenya to send some tourists to Netherlands. And just to explain to you, Your Majesty, our tourist numbers grew from 2 million to 2.4 million last year. And as I have said in my statement, there is opportunity for investments in our tourism infrastructure. And therefore, I hope that there will be conversations between the tourism sector in Kenya and those who want to invest in our tourist facilities around our country. Additionally, we have signed an MOU to strengthen collaboration in other areas. And further to these agreements, we have signed a letter of intent that marks a significant step in addressing critical water infrastructure needs in Kenya. This includes an investment for the development phase of the Naivasha Special Economic Zone Water Supply and Sanitation Project. I did explain to His Majesty that the government of Kenya has expanded the space and land available for Naivasha Special Economic Zone from 1,000 acres to 6,000 acres. And that gives greater space and opportunity for the development of that special economic zone. And we are grateful that you're partnering with us on the water and sanitation project for that special economic zone, as well as another investment in the Sabaki bulk water supply in the coastal county of Kilifi, backed by Dutch partners. These projects will enhance access to clean and reliable water, a fundamental pillar for sustainable development and economic progress. Our discussions also focused on deepening cooperation in climate action, regional security, and people-to-people connections, particularly in education, tourism, and women's empowerment, ensuring that our collaboration aligns with global sustainable development goals and Kenya's national priorities. Their Majesties and I also debriefed on the peace and security challenges around the world and urged for strengthening of collective action and pacific settlement of disputes based on respect of the UN Charter. At the time of fraying partnerships, I urge their Majesties to maintain Netherlands' commitment to the principles of global solidarity and subsidiarity. In particular, I implore their Majesties to extend support to the 8th replenishment of the UN Global Fund as it seeks to mobilize resources to battle difficult global health challenges. To further consolidate our partnership, we have directed our ministers of foreign affairs to convene bilateral political consultations tomorrow to define their clear pathways for cooperation in regional peace and security, climate change, multilateral engagement, and strategic development partnerships. These discussions will provide a structured framework for tackling global challenges together and strengthening our diplomatic ties. Beyond policy discussions, I am pleased that Your Majesties will have the opportunity to witness Kenya's socio-economic progress and cultural diversity. A key highlight will be the visit to the Naivasha Inland Container Depot, where we will launch a direct cold chain corridor from Kenya to Rotterdam, a transformative initiative that will revolutionize the transport of perishable goods, reduce transit time, preserve product quality, and create jobs. I also appreciate Your Majesty's participation in a tree planting event that will take place at the Godop Forest, a powerful symbol of our shared commitment to environmental sustainability and Kenya's ambitious goal of planting and growing 15 billion trees by 2032. Additionally, your engagements with the youth and the Supreme Court and the business community will further solidify our mutual understanding and cooperation. The Kenya-Dutch Business Forum will provide a platform for their Majesties to engage with young Kenyan entrepreneurs, innovators, and investors, fostering enterprise, creativity, and economic collaboration. A particularly significant development is the entry of Invest Africa, a Dutch financial investment entity, into the Kenyan market, which will provide much-needed capital to Kenya's private sector and expand financial access for businesses looking to scale in the East African market. I am confident that these engagements will provide Your Majesties with valuable insights into Kenya's progress and opportunities for further collaboration. As we embark on the next phase of Kenya-Netherlands relations, we reaffirm our commitment to strengthening our bilateral ties. This engagement will deepen diplomatic relations, expand economic opportunities, and foster sustainable partnerships. Once again, I extend my very warm welcome to their majesties and wish them a fruitful, insightful, and memorable stay in Kenya. Now it is my honor to invite His Majesty King William Alexander to deliver his remarks. Your Majesty.